Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. In this video, we're going to briefly discuss tourist visas, or more specifically, extension of tourist visas. Now, I'm going to take this in two parts. One is a tourist visa proper, and we're compared to what's called a 30-day exemption stamp. 30-day exemption stamps are generally issued to the passport holders of most countries in the West, the Anglosphere, and Western Europe, and quite a few other countries as well. Most passport holders coming to Thailand, upon arrival in Thailand, are going to be issued a 30-day stamp at the airport, just stamped in, not a visa per se. It's also possible for a lot of other countries to go ahead and get what's called a visa on arrival. So both of those are sort of different. They're qualitatively different from a tourist visa itself, a proper Thai tourist visa, which is applied for at a Thai consulate or a Thai embassy abroad. In the past, Thai tourist visas were issued, single-entry Thai tourist visas were issued for 60 days. It was possible to get what were called multi-entry tourist visas. So essentially you'd get up to 3 single-entry tourist visas, and in theory every 60 days one would need to leave and you could come back in and remain in status with that. But part of the tourist visa, let's just go ahead and look at the single entry, the traditional one. An initial Thai tourist visa is going to be issued for 60 days. There's the option after having been here in Thailand to go ahead and extend that visa by another 30 days to get a total of 90 days lawful status in the kingdom. It's my understanding and my experience that they are still issuing the traditional tourist visa in certain posts outside of Thailand, certain diplomatic and consular posts outside of Thailand. It's possible to get a 60-day, this sort of traditional single entry. That being said, the 6-month multi-entry tourist visa is currently being phased in, and how this is going to operate, whether it's going to operate in tandem with the traditional tourist visa or is going to overtake the old traditional tourist visa, it remains to be seen. What's clear is the 30-day exemption stamp does not appear to be going anywhere, although it does appear that it's only going to be possible to get two of those issued upon entry in a given year, pursuant to recent regulations published in the Royal Thai Gazette here in Thailand. And that's law of the land. That's not internal immigration regulation. That is now law proper, that it's only going to be possible to use so-called border runs 2 times in a calendar year to maintain, to basically be granted lawful status in the kingdom. But what we're specifically talking about here is a 30-day extension of either an exemption stamp or of a tourist visa. These are possible. Basically, the Thai immigration apparatus basically a while ago said they were going to essentially consolidate the rules with respect to this and basically allow anyone a one-off opportunity to go ahead and get a 30-day extension. So if you're in country on a 30-day stamp and you want to get another 30 days, that's possible. If you're in country on a traditional tourist visa issued for 60 days status and you wish to get another 30 days, that's also possible. It requires payment of a fee, filing of an application for extension, and the ever-popular waiting at Chiang Wat Immigration Office for the folks out there to go ahead and process through the request. It's been my experience that these matters are relatively straightforward. We don't even really assist people in this for the most part because most folks essentially do it themselves. But it is something to think about, that yes, although they've tightened up regulations with respect to so-called border runs, it is possible to get a 30-day extension just basically on what would otherwise be described as tourist intent, to go ahead and get a 30-day extension and maintain at least a little bit of extra time in the country legally that way.